This case number 267. And you will see the story of Arjen Chirambo. It's a young boy. Don't bother about the names of the patients. They like it very much that you know their name, because then they exist in the world. A certain patient in Malawi is for the world a nobody. Because by telling their names, I can give them a name. So for you, Arjen Chirambo is a person just like you and me. For Dutch patients, I will always make it an NN. Confidential. Confidential, always. But Malawi patients, they like it very much that you know them, because everyone wants to be known by someone else.
You received permission?
Oh yes. They ask me, please tell about us, tell about us, tell about, show our pictures, tell about us. I like doing homeopathy in Africa very much. I can show more pictures if you like. This is Arjen, and he is born in 2005. This is a case which I did in 2012, and he is 7 years old. His file number is 1560/12, and this means that somewhere in August he was new patient number 1560 in that very small clinic in the remote area somewhere in the northwest of Malawi. So it's a very busy clinic. You don't know where it is, but it's amazing that in August he is patient 1560 in that year. It was on the 16th of August 2012, 8:35 a.m. And Andrea and we do the case. Andrea is my personal student in Malawi. We are each other mubwezis, and it means that we are friends. His name sounds female, but he's a male. Here you see the boy. There he is with his mother. And this is his problem. There is excessive vomiting. And it started this morning around 6 a.m. At this moment, when I did the case, it was 8:30, 8:35, and there was excessive vomiting. It started around 6 a.m. There you see the time. So, of course, I ask why the vomiting started. What has happened that they started? And I get an answer. And the answer is no single ID. No single ID. He ate only sima last night. Nothing happened. They always eat sima. Sima is maize porridge. They eat it always. For breakfast a little bit thinner, and for lunch and for dinner they ate sima. Sima and a little relish. Relish is some coal or some onions, sometimes beans. That's the food they work on sima. Everyone eats sima, everyone likes sima. Nothing specific. So nothing happened. There is no nausea. Up till now, no information. There comes some information. There is pain in the abdomen. Okay, immediately I asked, tell me more about the pain in the abdomen. The pain started at night, and the pain is around the umbilicus, the navel umbilicus, right there, and the pain is cramping. Okay, immediately now you can fill in something of the scheme of von Billinghausen, the scheme of the complete symptom. What has happened? Again, I ask what has happened. I like to know the causa, the causation. Why why is he vomiting? Why did it start it? What happened yesterday? Yesterday he was just playing. It was just okay. It was nothing. At home, he vomited 3 times. Then I want to know all about the vomiting. Tell me about the vomiting, what has happened. At home he vomited 3 times. When he arrived at the clinic he was vomiting almost constantly. Now you know something, you know that this has to stop. When he goes on vomiting, and it's very bad in such a situation, within a day this boy will be dehydrated and he will die. Take two more days of this vomiting and this boy, you can bring him to the graveyard. It can go very, very fast. So this is an acute case and it's quite severe. This has to stop. He vomits watery stuff. Tell me exactly what it looks like. What is going on? He's vomiting. How does it look like? It looks like thick water. The vomit, tell me more. The vomit is ropey, stringy, tenacious. Thick water. Thick water can be ropey, can be stringy, can be tenacious. Ropey is like a rope, is a little bit thicker. Stringy is very thin, like a string. And tenacious, tenacious means it's tough, it's tenacious, it's elastic-like. Right after the consultation he had to vomit again. And his energy is very, very low. You see, this vomiting takes away his energy. And he wants to be carried by his mother. He don't want to lie down, but he wants to be carried by his mother. Here we see the boy. Here you see him vomiting. I took many pictures of this boy while he was vomiting, and I like to make a picture that you could see the vomit coming out of his mouth. I did not succeed. My camera was not fast enough, but you will see, here you see the effort of his vomiting. You see his mother is supporting him a little bit. You see the vomit is here on the ground. And I took a detailed picture of the vomit. Here you see it. So this is not food. This is just slimy, tenacious, ropey, stringy water. So this is the story. And what I did now is that I opened my repertory. And I saw some rubrics in the repertory. I can show them in the book now, but it will be very detailed and not good for the screen, so I put them in the PowerPoint presentation and I show you the rubric. There is a certain chapter, stomach, and in that chapter there's a rubric, vomiting, and there's a sub-rubric, frequent vomiting. And now I show you the remedies which are written over there. You see arsenicum, baryta carbonica, bismuth, borax, etc. You see they are written in a different shape. You see black letters, you see in italics, and you see in a small type. Just to begin with, these remedies have the China and arsenicum, they have that symptom very strongly in their picture. Conium a little bit less, and the others, they do have the remedy in their picture, and also those remedies can cure the symptom. So all symptoms, which are all remedies that are written down here, are interesting. It's not that only arsenicum and China are interesting, all of them are interesting. And this boy is vomiting frequently, so stomach vomiting frequent is one of the rubrics. Here comes the next one, because it's now in the morning, it's just in the morning that he is vomiting. And these are the remedies which are vomiting in the morning. It are many. The next one is that he is vomiting violently. He is dus vomiting violently. Those are the remedies. Now you see, this is a lot of information what is on the screen now, how to collect it in one view. I'll show you. Much more information, because I found information about the type of vomiting, stomach vomiting type of, he is vomiting mucus. Oh, lots of remedies. Yeah, but it's just not so specific. Many remedies have in their picture vomiting type of mucus. But the mucus has a certain what's the kind of word? A certain quality, yes. Type of mucus is ropey. Ropey, I was talking about ropey, stringy, tenacious, we'll see it. Oh wow, these are the remedies which have ropey mucus when they are vomiting. I go on, stomach, vomiting type of mucus, stringy. They differ a little bit. These are the thicker, the rope remedies, and here are the string remedies. You see Kalium bichromicum is in both of them, and I can consider Kalium bichromicum because of the kind of the vomit. Stomach vomiting type of mucus tenacious. Only one remedy which is also here, Antimonium tartaricum, which is here and also there. The moment you open the repertory, you look at the rubrics, you get certain IDs, and you go on until you have seen all the different symptoms, all the rubrics. Stomach vomiting type of, now no mucus but just stringy vomit. Here are the remedies. Stomach vomiting type of tenacious. No mucus but just the way it looks like. These are the remedies. Very nice. You see again Kalium bichromicum. Kalium bichromicum has this kind of vomit. This boy is also weakness after vomiting. I'm interested in his energy because I see that the vomiting makes him seriously sick. These are the remedies which have in their picture weakness after vomiting. A rubric which comes quite close is weakness with vomiting, that it goes at the same time. It's not only after the vomiting but also together with vomiting at the same time. Here are the remedies. Let me tell you in essence that sometimes you go for a more emphasis on the particular symptoms, the symptoms only of a part of the patient, but the symptoms which give a picture of the patient as a whole person are also very interesting. So I'm very interested in the remedies which are written here. Again, still you see that Kalium bichromicum is also still here. Could be a good one. There was another problem he had. He had pain in his stomach and he has cramping pain in his stomach with vomiting. Now you see that the symptom becomes quite complete. Now we have a quite complete symptom. Where is it? What's going on? Together with what? And now you see that we have an interesting rubric with not so many remedies in it. And this boy behaves in a certain way. He has a desire to be carried. Parts of the mental picture, the psychological picture of the patient can be very helpful to find the right remedy. Quite a lot of remedies. You see chamomilla as an emphasis. How about Kalium bichromicum I was talking about is not here. And of course, you know, perhaps for you it's difficult, even for me it's difficult, to see all the remedies in one glance, in one picture. And you can do that, you can combine all those rubrics in a graph, and you call it a repertorisation, and it looks like this. And then you see that all the symptoms, all the rubrics I was talking about, they are written here. You see vomiting frequent, morning, violent, type of mucus, the ropey, the stringy, tenacious, and vomiting type of stringy tenacious, the weakness after and with vomiting, and pain in the abdomen, cramping pain with vomiting, and the desire to be carried. What you see in my repertorisation, I can do it by hand. I've done a lot of repertorisations by hand. You can also use the computer, and especially you use the computer when you are an experienced homeopath. That you see here something, because here's some double information, because the vomit is ropey, stringy and tenacious. It looks a little bit the same. There you see with the letter A, I combine these 3 rubrics and I make from these 3 rubrics 1 rubric. The same I do with these 2, symptom number 8 and 9, type of the stringy type of vomiting and tenacious type of vomiting, and I combine them, I make it to 1 rubric with the letter B. And I do the same with this symptom, the weakness after the vomiting and weakness with vomiting, and for them I use the letter C. So here are not 13 rubrics, but here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a repertorisation of 9 rubrics, not of 13 rubrics, but of 9 rubrics. And here you see the result. Now the repertorisation says, hey, Arjen, about this boy, think about the remedies veratrum, arsenicum, antimonium tartaricum, colchicum, phosphor, etc., etc., etc. The more you go to the right side, the less they are scoring. I have to think about antimonium tartaricum, arsenicum and veratrum. And immediately I see the remedy arsenicum, I see the remedy veratrum, and I know that always, almost always, arsenicum is very, very extremely cold and extremely fearful, anxious. And this boy is not anxious at all. He was just sitting quite comfortable. He has a problem in his stomach, but he has not a problem in his mind. He is weak, he cannot walk. And in the weakness during the vomiting, in these rubrics, there you see that veratrum is much stronger than arsenicum. This is not an arsenicum boy at this moment. This is, to my opinion, this is a veratrum boy. There is quite a good totality for veratrum. Nevertheless, veratrum is not scoring always. You see here are some missing parts. So for this boy, this is not the similimum, but veratrum is a quite simile remedy. Especially, where is my cursor? Here it is, especially for this part, you see it. And he has the desire to be carried. And veratrum is also scoring in the other complete symptom of the cramping pain together with the vomiting. There you see the symptom, the vomiting is accompanied by cramping pain in the stomach. So the choice for me was give him veratrum, and veratrum, I hope that veratrum can help him. In such an acute case, you don't give the remedy only once, but you give it quite frequently in the beginning, because the natural disease he is suffering from must be battled by the strength of the remedy. The remedy must be stronger. The remedy must be strong. The remedy, that's good homeopathy. The remedy is the artificial disease, and the artificial disease must be stronger than the natural disease he is suffering from. When you don't do anything, the natural disease goes on and on and on, and this natural disease must be battled. And we do it with veratrum 30, and we give it quite frequently because this natural disease must shut up his mouth. And I say review in the afternoon when not better. That day, on a day in the clinic in Malawi, we do 25, 30 patients, and there's not so much time for every patient, but for this boy I want to see him back in the afternoon when it's not better. This must be healed within some hours. When in the afternoon he is still vomiting in the same way as he is doing now, the remedy is not okay and I have to find another one, a better one. I only need some hours for curing him, not some days. It's too long, much too long. You can't do it in 5 minutes. That's impossible. But you can do it in some hours. He has to reorganize his vital force, of course. So, the follow-up. You will see the follow-up. And the follow-up is on the same day, on the 16th of August 2012 at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. That afternoon, right after clinic, we made a walk to the village just to relax. We do 25, 30, 35 patients a day, so at the end of the day you like to make a walk. Patient did not show up in the afternoon, but we made just a walk to the village. And then at the football ground we see Axon with his mother again. There he is, and he's completely well. After taking the remedy he vomited only one time, and since noon, midday, so 12 o'clock, he was completely well again. This afternoon he was just playing, and that's what we like to see. His energy is okay. Not any problem at the moment. So, very nice cure of, very rapid cure, gentle cure of an acute situation. I took some pictures. You see just people on the football ground at the end of the day. You see him again, there he is, and a close-up. Thank you, Axon, and goodbye. Here you see his case, what I've written, his file, you see his file. You see the remedy I gave. And here you see what I've written. Here you see the case again. Vomiting started this morning around 6 a.m. Watery stuff, ropey, stringy. Here you see that I made some remarks. 3 times at home and 1 time at the clinic. The causa, I go back. He ate only semen last night, no nausea, pain in the abdomen. There you see it started. At night, around the umbilicus, cramping pain. Yesterday, just playing, okay, he looks very weak to me. He wanted to be carried. You see that I've written down the type of vomiting. Here, I've written down already Veratum 3, Veratum weakness after vomiting. When I saw that rubric, that was the moment I thought, okay, this is a Veratum case. And then I wrote down the remedy, Veratum 30, and I've written down, perhaps for homeopaths which come right after me, read Morrison. Where's Morrison? The Materia Medica. Right a moment after I was choosing the remedy, I think, let me read. The story of Veratum, you can read it in 1 minute. And here is written in the part of gastrointestinal, cramping pains in the abdomen. Okay, that's his symptom. Good. End of the case. Thank you.